Hey everybody, happy Mother's Day. It's Sunday, May 10th. And what was supposed to be an awful day today has turned out to be pretty darn nice. 62, it's windy. I'm headed over to my son's house because, his apartment, because the forecast was rain and severe weather and possibly snow. So they decided yesterday they're going to have me over there instead of cooking out. It's really too windy to cook out anyway. I guess we're having burgers and hot dogs. So I'm going to tell you right now, I am not diligently tracking points for the rest of the day. I tracked my breakfast and I'll show that to you. It's 7 points so far today. But first of all, I'm eating in their house, so I'm not going to insult them by not eating the meal that they're cooking. You know, they're young, they're 21 years old. And I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to enjoy myself and not worry about the tracking today. I'll get right back on tomorrow. So, I gotta tell you though, my knee is really hurting me today. That knee I fell on a couple weeks ago, it's still very bruised. And it's hot. You know, it feels hot to touch. So I don't know what's going on in there. And it could be hot just because it's bruised. I don't know. But I feel my other knee and it's not hot. But this one is hot. My left one is hot. So anyway, and it's hurting me today, so I'm kind of babying it a little bit. Not doing a lot of walking. I've been up and down the stairs a couple times, you know, the steps to get into my apartment, but I'm not going to be doing that much today. I do have to walk upstairs to get to my son's apartment, but not as many. I got to get to mine. So it's really windy. My car is really jiggling around. I gotta tell you, I've been watching YouTube, and I've been watching the Weight Watcher YouTubers too, but I've been watching some of the ones that I have been following that are full-time on the road people, you know. I gotta tell you, I'm getting the itch. I'm getting the itch to get in the car and just go, set up my tent somewhere and be out in nature again. So I'm thinking, Sue, you're never happy. When you're out on the road all the time, you wanted a place to stay. And now that you have a place to stay, you want to be out on the road again. So I don't know what's going on. But I want to get away from it all again and go spend some time in the campgrounds and the quiet. You know, even though it's quiet where I live, I got to tell you that. There's just something about being out in a tent that kind of calms my spirit. So, and the one guy that I'm following, his name is Traveling Robert on YouTube. He's very interesting to watch because not only does he show you where he is, he tells you the history of the place and everything, and that's what I enjoy. But I was watching him today and thinking, I'm so jealous. I want to do what you're doing. Then my daughter's posting pictures of spring in northern Idaho, and it's so pretty there. I'm thinking, I want to go back to the mountains for a visit, you know, not to stay, for a visit. We'll see. I know when the campgrounds open up here, as soon as I can get into a spot where I can just go camp for a weekend, I'm going to do that. It's my understanding that they're going to be opening up at the end of May. From all the things that I've been reading on the campgrounds websites, it looks like they're going to be opening up. My church is opening up next Sunday, so I'm excited about that. They were talking this morning online and on the online service about all the protocols that are in place when we do meet together next week, which is good, you know. But it'll just be nice to be with the church people again, you know. And Wednesday, the hair salons can open up here, and the outdoor dining can open up. That's if you have a patio, you can open up your patio. Indoor dining opens up on the 21st. And I got to tell you, I'm in no rush to go sit down in a restaurant and eat. A couple reasons. First of all, I don't want to spend the money, and number two, I don't want to spend the points. And number three is that, you know, food that is served by restaurants is loaded with sodium, and that sodium stays with me for days. So, you know, it's not something that, oh yeah, I'm excited the restaurants are opening up. You know, during this time that we have been quarantined and we could still get delivery, it's been 6 weeks and I may have gotten delivery twice. Or curbside pickup, you know. Actually, I didn't do curbside pickup. Yes, I did once. And I only got delivery once. So, it didn't make that much of a difference to me. And when they open up, it won't make much of a difference to me because we're heading into canning season, you know. I'm going to be doing my own thing. So now up here, the skies are very cloudy where I'm headed. Isn't that odd how what a difference a couple miles makes? So, I have heard from all of my children except for my daughter, who, in fairness, tried calling me when I was in the shower. So it's still sad. Mother's Day is still kind of sad for me because I miss having all my kids here. But I am so much better than what I was last Mother's Day. And Mother's Day 2018 was awful. It was just awful because it was just a month after Aaron had died, and it was just awful for me. I don't want to go back there. Last year was better, and this year's even better. So over time, I'm getting better. And someone said to me, or maybe I read it somewhere, that, you know, when your heart is broken in two and you're grieving your spouse and a child that you've lost, you never stop grieving them. You just learn to live with the grief. And I think that's what I'm doing. I'm learning to live with the grief. I'm learning that my life is continuing and I want to make it the best life possible. Even if that means getting in my car and hitting the road. There's a certain sense of freedom when you're doing that, you know. There's some places that, you know, I would like to go to, that I wanted to go to. Sorry about that. My son called me to see where I was at. Anyway, I let fear hold me back from doing a couple things that I wanted to do. And I need to get over some of that fear. I mean, some fear is good because there's places that I wanted to go that I probably should have gone anyway. But yeah, so I think fear kept me from really living the life I had envisioned living when I was on the road. Had I lived that life, I probably would have never come back here. So, but I'm watching those videos again thinking, yeah, I want to get out west again and investigate some places and just see the country, because the country is so beautiful. You know, when you travel alone, like I said, I think a certain amount of fear is healthy. But anyway, I won't be doing it soon. As long as I'm working, I won't be doing it. But I can do my weekend camping. So we'll see how that goes first. I'm not sure for what all of my son is having. He told me we were having mushroom Swiss burgers and hot dogs. I love both of those things. I could probably eat 4 or 5 hot dogs at a time. I won't. I'm not going to. I mean, I'm going to try very hard not to go off the rails, but they also have side dishes prepared. It sounds to me like they went to a lot of trouble for a Mother's Day dinner. So, like I said, I'm not going to count points. I think points on Mother's Day, calories and stuff like that, they don't count. So, and my scale was back up again, 0.6 pounds this morning. And I was perfect. I've been perfect on plan since Thursday. So the only thing I can think of is yesterday, realistically, I did not drink a whole lot of water. So I'm going to up my water intake today. That'll also help curb my appetite. But yeah, I did not drink a whole lot of water yesterday. I don't know why. I was home all day. I was fiddling with my sewing machine, and my sewing machine didn't cooperate with me. I broke a needle, and then some stuff got stuck. I got to take it apart again, and I think I'm going to have to just take it into a place and get it serviced. So I don't know if I had the tension too tight on it or what was going on, because at first it looked like the tension was too loose or that something wasn't threaded right. So I did that several times. Overall last night I was getting really frustrated with not only my sewing machine, but with my sewing ability. And I've been sewing for a long time. So it wasn't a good night at my machine. So finally I texted today a couple people that I had promised masks to. I said I'm not going to get to them. And that's one thing that I had learned out of this book that I was reading that I told you about. It's called It's All Under Control. About the ability to say, no, I can't do this. I sewed some masks for the hospitals locally, and then I kind of got burned out on mask sewing. And a couple people that asked me, will you make me masks? And I said yes. And in the back of my head I'm thinking, when am I going to find time to do it? Which I have the time on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But I'm sorry, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I just want to chill. So I still haven't done my laundry. That needs to be done this week. So right now I'm thinking anything that I need for the work week I can wash out by hand. It's kind of what I've been doing anyway. And then on my day off on Friday, I think I'll go to the laundromat. I get paid on Thursday. So it's probably better anyway. I'll have more time. I won't be rushed, because I was thinking maybe I could go after work. And then I decided after work I just want to go home and get off my feet. So speaking of feet, this is a nice segue. Speaking of feet, I have on a pair of sandals that I bought a couple years ago. And when I bought these sandals, so tight. And yeah, they did do a little bit of stretching. But I have them on now, but I don't think I'm going to be able to keep them on my feet. So I think my feet are getting smaller the more weight I lose. My bunions aren't getting any smaller, but my feet are these. I could go down at least a half a size in shoes. These sandals are too big, and they're slipping on my feet. So, but I don't have any. These are the only pair of tan-colored sandals that I have, and I got tan pants on. So the vanity in me said, wear them anyway. You're not going far. Just be careful. So, anybody else experience that? Your feet get smaller? I used to wear a 10, and right now I'm in a 9.5. I mean, years ago, I wore an 8 or a 7.5. And then I had kids, and my feet got bigger. And I put on weight, and my feet got bigger and wider. I don't know how I started talking about that, but I was just thinking feet. All right, well, I'm about at my son's place, so I'm going to let you go. I just want to let you know that I'm going to show you breakfast, and that's all you're going to see from me today. And tomorrow I'm working. I will show you as much as I can. I know today I'm going to go over points. Tomorrow I'll be right back on plan. So no worries. You guys enjoy your Mother's Day. Don't worry about the points and the calories today. It's a special time. Enjoy your kids. If you're able to be with your kids. The only reason I'm going over here is because through this quarantine, I have still been in contact with my children. They have come over to my place, and I was over at their place. There aren't going to be any other people there except for us, but we have been in contact with each other all throughout this, and we're all fine. So that's the only reason we're getting together. And I think there's only going to be 3 of us. My oldest son, he has to work, so he's not even going to be here. So anyway, happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye. Well, happy Mother's Day, everybody. This is my Mother's Day breakfast that I fixed myself. I have 2 slices of French toast. The bread is 2. Everything that made the French toast is 0. 2 grams of butter. 2 points worth of butter. So 4 points in my French toast. 1 point my Canadian bacon. My banana and my eggs are 0. My syrup is 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 in my coffee makes a 7-point Mother's Day breakfast.